All right, you guys, welcome to Costa Rica. How are you? Happy Wednesday to you. Let's see what's going on today. A little message for you, morning message, please. I'm sorry, I'm making the thing bounce around. Sorry about that. All right, get back over here, Mary Jo. Get back over here. There's no table in here. This place is kind of amazing. So just want to say that. This place is kind of amazing. I'm at Blue Spirit in Costa Rica. So let's see what's going on for you this morning. Sorry about the lighting if it's not good enough. I'm trying. Okay. All right. Distant Thunder. So what's happening here? Distant Thunder, Voyage of the Heart, and Protected by Angels. I do feel like some of you are finally uncovering some old hurt, some old wounds. Some of you might be very like going through the ringer right now. There's definitely a feeling to me that as we get toward Pluto moving into Aquarius and Saturn moving into Pisces, there's just going to be this unearthing of old stuff. Okay. And let me get the reading out here and then we'll see where we go from here. There's definitely an unearthing of stuff. I'm feeling that. And I also feel like some of you are going to be much more connected to your heart. If you haven't been connected for some time, that's really important. All right, what's underneath? Sorry, what's underneath is the Queen of Cups. What did I just say? Being connected to your heart more, knowing what you want, even doing some kind of healing work around your heart is going to be very important. You know, fear and desire. Do you have desire connected to your fears or the other way around? Are you afraid of going toward love? Is that something that hasn't really been on the front burner for a while? Okay. And if you've had this issue, this distant thunder, you've had this like old relationship that keeps reverberating, keeps showing up, maybe not the person, but definitely the pattern. Okay. So Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. I like that. King of Cups. Wow. Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. All right, my darlings. I do feel like some of you are going to be attracting now more people. There's some connection that's been made in your heart, some kind of healing. Some of you could be having those middle of the night kind of experiences where I had my heart chakra awakening in 2017, I believe it was. And it was one of those moments that it was like woke me up out of a deep sleep. And it just felt like heat. Okay. And then all of a sudden it was like radiating and I could actually see the color green. And I was like, what is going on here? I had no idea at the time what was happening. But that's what was happening. My heart chakra was being healed and it was radiating this energy. So there's some kind of old pattern that is being healed right now. I like that a lot. There could be somebody, a Virgo, a Cancer, who comes in and says, you know what? I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. And I do feel like there is a sense of, even if that person is not the person that you desire, or anymore. It's just sort of like, yeah, that's the past and I'm moving forward. It still feels good. It still feels like, thanks, I needed that, okay? The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords makes me feel a little bit like you get the sense that this is going to be a lot of hard work to go back to this person or deal with this person. And I feel like you're moving forward much more cleanly, more clearly. But this was a block, okay? This was a block. This distant thunder was a block. Let me ask about it, please. Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. Oh, look how beautiful that is, lovers. So this little healing, this little moment in time of, even if it's just forgiving yourself for continuing to be in this pattern, or forgiving yourself that this even happened. How did I let myself get sucked into this? Something like that. It's going to be very important that you clear it. All right. You're going to need to clear it because it is causing a block. It is causing you to not see the way forward. And you are going forward here. There's a couple of choices that you have. Two of Wands and the Chariot makes me feel like pretty soon you're going to be making a decision. And I like this movement here, 8 of Wands and the Chariot. There's a lot of forward movement here. Even this makes me get the sense that you are now in charge of your own desire for intimacy, your own desire for connection. It's no longer being held hostage by an old pattern that really damaged you, that really hurt. And you're no longer letting that happen. It's an actual decision. This is not something that is just going to happen in a vacuum. It's not just going to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm ready for a relationship. No, there's a little process that you have to go through. You either need to forgive yourself for getting involved in this, forgive yourself for the pattern, heal the pattern. Now I'm moving on. I'm going to allow love in my life. I'm not going to let that pattern rule my future. And, you know, some of you may have a person coming back to say, I'm sorry. Okay. Some of you may have that happening. Let me ask about the apology, the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Yes. Knight of Cups. Crossed by the Knight of Cups. I like this. The World. Beautiful energy. Oh my goodness. Empress. 2 of Cups. Wow. All right. So you have a big opportunity here to move forward in a real... I didn't stop thinking. I didn't stop talking. I'm just processing. And I'm actually feeling like that's the energy of this. You're processing like, okay, that's the end of this. Now I've got some options, or now I've got some clear space. Now I got some clear space, which is super nice. You are protected. Some of you might have to ask for that. I need protection because if I'm willing to go forward into love, or if I'm willing to go forward into my next part of my life, or the next relationship in my life, I can't do it if I haven't forgiven myself, or I haven't been asked for forgiveness and delivered it, or I haven't said goodbye to the old pattern. And I can't step into the new pattern if I'm afraid that the old pattern's always going to show up. So part of this is learning what was the mindset, what was the cage you were trapped in. Was it a narcissistic partner? Was it, a relationship where you were the slave and they were the master? Was it a pattern of cheating? Was it a pattern of deception and lying? What was the cage? And you have to see the cage and you have to walk out. She's not being stuck in there. Her feet are free, my friend. She can walk away ASAP. And look at the kind of lame... this kind of lame tying up. She could just break free of that. I think that's what you need to know. That this is not a death sentence. This is not something that you have to carry with you. This is not, if this is something that came from a pattern in your childhood and you see it in your relationships, well, guess what? You see it. Bully for you. You see it. That's most of the battle, is just being able to see the pattern, recognize it, acknowledge it, and then do the work. Do the work of expressing the feeling, or forgiving yourself for getting stuck in something like that, or accepting an apology. All right. The 2 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. You are moving forward under your own steam now. Now that this is cleared. Okay. This is cleared. This is the cycle has completed. And I love the Empress and the 2 of Cups. You have expressed some real feeling, some real emotion. You've told yourself the truth. Yeah, I stepped into that. Or yeah, I never forgave that person. Or yeah, they don't deserve to be forgiven. Or yeah, this was part of how I was raised. This is my pattern. This is my child. It's not your identity. It certainly doesn't have to be. If it has been your identity up until now, I'm going to say to you, it's time to kick that identity to the curb and remember who you are. Remember your power. Remember your love. Remember your deep nurturing capability. Remember your strength. Remember your courage. Remember who you are. And don't be held hostage by the fact that I've had some bad breaks. Don't be held hostage by that. Because I feel like you have a lot of opportunity coming forward. And that Four of Pentacles says to me that one of two things can happen. You can either, get frightened, and what is that little animal that like kind of, gets underneath himself and hides away, or a possum who rolls over on his back and like, I don't want anybody to know I'm here. Don't let this person come toward me. I feel like this is a new person because you don't know who this person is. You don't know if there's somebody who's going to align with the old pattern. You have no idea. But this has more to do with being in your own heart, knowing what you're capable of, knowing what you love and desire and are manifesting, and allowing it to come in without fear or favor. Allowing that pattern, or not that pattern, no. Allowing a new experience, okay? Allowing a new experience. Welcome to Costa Rica, everybody. Oh my God. Five of Swords, Page of Swords, the Sun, and the Seven of Cups. What jumped out here? This is a family pattern. All right, this is a family pattern, and I feel like it's something for you to deal with right now. That's what I've been dealing with. The power goes in and out. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Don't care. It's beautiful outside, right? Don't care. So see the pattern and lay it at the feet of the person who actually did the initial damage, okay? I want you to walk free of this into a new space. Instead of turtling or instead of getting smaller or anything like that, you have got an opportunity to move forward and you've got some options. All right, so let's see where we go. The power went out and everything and we stayed on. All right, if you want to continue on with me, the link is below. Pathfinders, we're going to keep on going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.